probably going to think that maybe I'm a pessimist or maybe I'm a little paranoid. The truth of the matter is I'm not. I'm actually an incurable optimist, but I'm an optimist because I think we can prepare for anything. And we always hear that life is a game, and I agree with that. Life is a game, and you may think, oh boy, it's not. You get a terminal disease or something, that's not a game. Yeah, it is. You have to be a player. And in this life, it is a game. Games aren't always funny. They're not always frivolous. They're not always for trivial stakes. Sometimes a game has stakes that are life or death, but they're still a game. And in the game of life, I just have the belief that you're either going to be a player or you're going to be played. And my problem is if you're like me and you were raised by the kind of parents that I was raised by and came up through the educational system that I came up through, you were taught how the world should work, not how the world does work. Now think about the difference. You were taught how the world should work. If you work hard, you're going to get your just rewards. And that on the playground, you always heard cheaters never win and winners never cheat. Well, let me tell you, that is exactly where that belongs, is on a playground with children. Because if you think cheaters never win, wake up. Cheaters do win. And winners do cheat. Lance Armstrong. I mean, come on. Wake up. That is just simply a myth. So I was taught how the world was supposed to work, how the world should work, and then I got out there in the real world and found out how it did work, and it was a whole lot different than what I was taught. And here's the truth of the matter. Your life, just like my life, is full of bad people. Bad people. There's also a lot of good people in it, don't get me wrong, but it's full of bad people. And most of us, and I was guilty of this for a period of time, most of us are stagnant. We're unwilling to take the initiative to get bad people out of our lives. We let days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and we just let those bad people stay in our lives. They have bad karma. They don't wish us well. They don't want us to succeed. They're jealous if we do. They drag us down, suck us dry. They try to take what's ours and use it for their own benefit. They lie, cheat, steal, talk behind our back, gossip about us, sabotage us. They're two-faced. They betray us. We all have those kind of people in our lives because they hide in plain sight. They're just everywhere. You've got them in every category of your life, and I'm going to be asking you about that. I'm going to ask you to categorize your life: work, home, family, recreation, church, wherever, and just see if you can identify where these people are. What I want to do today is I want to talk to you about how to spot them and how to defeat them. And knowledge is power, and I intend to give you plenty of both today. Plenty of knowledge and plenty of power. And that equips you to live in the world as it is, not as how it should be. So, look, here's the deal. If you think this world is all hunky-dory, let me tell you, it's not. It's estimated right now that we have over 5,000 active cults operating in America, for example. And in 2019, it is estimated by the Federal Trade Commission that over half of the phone calls you receive in your life this year are going to be scams. Now think about what I just said. 1 out of every 2 phone calls you get are going to be based on somebody trying to take what is yours. They're calling you to rob you. They're calling you to trick you, scam you, cheat you out of your money. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it preys upon the unsuspected, the uninformed. It preys upon the immigrant communities because they're new to America and they don't know the system, they don't know the laws. But it's not just the immigrant community. It preys upon those that are unsuspected and they're uninformed. Now, I can tell you one of the things that I've done with the two boys that Robin and I have raised, Jay and Jordan, is I started out in the very beginning and I said, boys, one thing I want to teach you is to always be situationally aware. Situationally aware. You walk into a restaurant, and by the way, I didn't raise my boys to be paranoid, to see the world as a scary place that they should shy away from. Both of my boys are very outgoing, they're very engaging, but they have confidence because they have awareness, because they go in wide-eyed open at what can go wrong. But I always taught them about situational awareness. Even if they just go into a restaurant, I always taught them, as soon as you walk in the door, scan the room and find the most unstable person, the most dangerous person in the room, and keep an eye on them. Look for the exits in a room. Look for what can go wrong in a situation, and then go on about your business. Enjoy your dinner, enjoy your evening, whatever you're doing. But be situationally aware. And you think, wait, what are you trying to raise a couple of James Bonds here? Well, yeah, sorta. Because I want them to be aware of what's going on. How about you? Do you get up in the morning and just kind of stumble around? Or are you situationally aware?